Welcome back to the Social Playbook, where we break down the psychology behind the world's most charismatic figures. Today, we're looking into Pedro Pascal, an actor who skyrocketed to fame, not just because of his talent, but because of his undeniable charm, warmth, and ability to connect with everyone he meets.
Is the way I ate this up a compliment because it was nom nom delish and had you gagged?
Whether he's on set, on the red carpet, or in an interview, Pedro exudes something that's almost impossible to fake: authenticity. But what makes him so universally beloved? Let's break it down. Number 1. Effortless charisma. There's something about Pedro Pascal that makes him instantly likable. He's not just a Hollywood star. He feels like a guy you'd love to grab a drink with. But what exactly creates this effect? It comes down to effortless charisma. Unlike many celebrities who feel polished and rehearsed, Pedro is unapologetically himself.
It's a state of mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm your daddy.
He doesn't filter his personality to fit an industry mold. He leans into his quirks, his humor, and his natural goofiness. This triggers what psychologists call the pratfall effect, the idea that people actually find you more likable when you're a little imperfect. When Pedro messes up a line, forgets what he's saying mid-sentence, or laughs at his own jokes, he doesn't try to cover it up. He embraces it. And that's the key. His charm isn't calculated, it's effortless. He gives people permission to relax and be themselves around him, because he's doing the same thing. But charisma isn't just about being comfortable in your own skin, it's also about how you make other people feel, and that's where Pedro truly shines. Number 2, the power of genuine kindness. Pedro Pascal doesn't just connect with people, he makes them feel seen. And in an industry where egos run high, that's pretty rare.
Honey, they've been through so much. Let's just tell them the truth. Miss Jenny and I were in love.
Most celebrities keep a distance between themselves and fans. Pedro does the opposite. He leans in. Watch any fan interaction and you'll notice something interesting. Pedro doesn't treat people like fans, he treats them like friends. He makes eye contact, listens intently, and reacts with genuine enthusiasm. This taps into something called frequency illusion. When someone genuinely engages with you, especially someone you admire, it makes the moment feel bigger, more significant. And because Pedro does this so naturally, people walk away from him feeling like they've actually connected with him, not just met a celebrity.
Make it up.
And it's not just fans. Pedro brings the same energy to co-stars, interviewers, and crew members. He's the guy who hypes up everyone around him, makes people laugh, and never acts like he's above anyone. And that's what makes people gravitate toward him. But what really separates Pedro from the rest? He's not just fun, he's deeply emotionally intelligent. Let's talk about how he uses that to form real connections. Number 3, emotional intelligence. One of Pedro Pascal's biggest strengths is his emotional intelligence. He's not just charming, he knows how to read people, adjust his energy, and make every interaction feel effortless. Here's how he does it. When Pedro talks to someone, he doesn't just wait for his turn to speak, he mirrors their energy. If someone's being goofy, he plays along. If someone's nervous, he softens his tone. And if someone is being vulnerable, he responds with genuine warmth. This taps into a psychological principle called limbic synchrony, the idea that humans naturally connect with people who reflect their emotions. When someone matches our energy, it makes us feel safe and understood, and Pedro does this instinctively. This is why his interviews never feel forced, because instead of forcing a persona, he meets people where they are, making the conversation feel natural and real. But there's another piece to the puzzle. Pedro doesn't just make people feel comfortable, he also makes them laugh.
No, I've never done drugs.
He's lying.
And that's a huge part of why everyone loves him. Number 4, humor as a connection tool. Pedro Pascal is hilarious, but not in a comedian trying to be funny way. His humor comes from pure joy, and that makes it contagious. He's a master of self-deprecating humor, a trick that instantly makes someone more likable. Why? Because it signals that they don't take themselves too seriously. Studies show that people who can laugh at themselves are seen as more approachable, more confident, and more trustworthy, and Pedro does this constantly. But it's not just about being goofy. Pedro's humor has a deeper effect. It breaks down social barriers.
Hi, I'm Pedro.
We are from...
Planet Earth.
Whether he's in an intense press interview or on set with a new cast, humor makes people instantly comfortable around him. And that's the psychological trick. When someone makes us laugh, we associate them with positive emotions. This means people don't just like Pedro, they feel good every time they're around him. But humor isn't the only reason Pedro is so magnetic. There's one final piece of the puzzle, and it's the most important of all. Number 5, the authenticity factor. At the end of the day, the biggest reason everyone loves Pedro Pascal, he's real. He's not trying to manufacture charm, he's just being himself, and that's rare. In Hollywood, many celebrities carefully curate their public image, but Pedro, he's unfiltered. He talks openly about his struggles, shares his real emotions, and never pretends to be perfect. This taps into something called the likability formula. People are drawn to those who are confident but not arrogant, kind but not performative, charming but still relatable, and Pedro checks every box. And this is the ultimate lesson. People don't connect with perfection, they connect with authenticity. Pedro Pascal is living proof that the most powerful thing you can be is yourself. In conclusion, Pedro Pascal's ability to connect with people isn't about fame, it's about energy. He radiates warmth, humor, and authenticity in a way that makes everyone around him feel seen and appreciated.
They come in for a kiss and you swerve. Isn't that great?
Yeah, kinda. Takes
Okay,
Not that you
I'll
did-
do it.
Only if you don't want the
I'm
kiss.
coming in for the
no,
kiss.
I won't swerve.
No, you've got to
No, I can't.
He's the perfect balance of effortlessly cool and completely down to earth. So what can we learn from him? If you want to be more likable, drop the facade. Be warm, be playful, make people feel good when they're around you. Because at the end of the day, the people we love most are the ones who make us feel comfortable being ourselves. Thanks for watching The Social Playbook. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments who should we analyze next.